All right, everybody. So here's the next level. In spiritual circles, or what I've experienced is that a lot of people have been taught a lot of misinformation about how to apply themselves spiritually, and I've gone through it because I've been a part of being taught a lot of things that I later found out were really false or just didn't work. And one of the things I want to talk about now is this idea of asking the universe for things. Okay, my advice is pretend the universe is deaf, right? That life is deaf. If life was deaf, what would you do? You wouldn't sit at home going, oh, I want this, or oh, I want that, because the universe wouldn't hear you. But if you get up and you take action toward a particular thing, right? Okay, well, the universe, life has eyes and is going to see it. So I'll give you an example. What is real asking? Okay, because there's a misconception here as far as a lot of times spiritually, when people say like, oh, just ask the universe for things. That's really, if you're using your mouth, it's bullshit. It generally doesn't work. And when it works, it's because there's other things happening that have made it work, such as your actions or things like that. The action has been put into place. So, for example, when people say ask the universe for things, imagine how many times have we heard, let's say a girl is going out on a Friday night and she's dressed in something really skimpy and someone says, oh, she's really going out like that. You're really asking for it, right? You're asking for, okay, so that actually is perfect. That tells you everything that you need to know. That's how you ask for things. Yes, putting on a skirt that's slid up the side. Oh, you're asking for something. But if that same girl, imagine that same girl was at home or just wearing something very conservative, say she really wanted sexual attention. She wanted male attention, right? Okay, now she either sat at home, was meditating, watching TV and saying, oh, universe, could you please send me a man? Or I want sexual attention, or something like this, right? Or she goes out and wears something really conservative and hangs out just at a coffee shop, right? Rather than, that is a more conservative place. Or let's just get crazy and say she hangs out in a library, right? So whatever it is that if, as opposed to if she dresses up with the skirt and then goes to a bar, okay? That's a whole different scenario. And so forgetting about hearing anything, when we're looking at that, which one says she's actually asking for it, right? The words, in essence, we could say fall on deaf ears, or really it's the equivalent of speaking to a deaf universe, because it's going to see it as like, well, wait a second, you're saying that, but how are you dressed? Okay, now I'll give you an example. Let's take myself, all right? Again, I'm wearing one of my super shirts, being the Blue Lantern today, okay? So when I'm wearing these things, well, what am I saying? Well, one, I obviously like superhero stuff, okay? I like being a superhero. But I'm also saying I want the attention for it because these things stand out, okay? I don't have to then, with my words, meditate in the morning and say, asking the universe for attention from people, right? For what I'm wearing, I don't need to, because I'm wearing it, right? And the wearing it is the asking. The wearing it is the asking. The creating an image is an asking. Taking an action is an asking. Saying something with your mouth to the universe, to air, to whatever ephemeral beings you think you're talking to, that's not asking. That's my opinion, and it's my experience, and it's proven true to me, okay? And I've seen it in life already, for decades now, okay? And a lot of times when I spent time asking for things and I wasn't showing and doing, I wonder why it wasn't working. Well, it's because that's not true asking. I realized the falsehood in it, okay? Human beings, see, the problem with human beings is that we think everything is like us, and it's not, okay? So when we want to ask another human being for something, we can use our mouth. The other human beings got to understand the words, okay? And so we think that asking the rest of the world, the rest of the universe, the trees, or the universe concepts, right, stuff like that, uses the same modality of communication. It doesn't. Right? So I can go up to someone and say, oh, can you please pass the salt? That's asking, right? okay? And that works. If I just sit there or if I nudge a little bit, that person's not going to know what I'm doing, all right? So it's important to know who and what you're talking to, all right? So, but as far as even people are concerned, like I gave the example of the girl going out, or say if it's a guy going out, how are you dressed going out? What message are you sending? What are you asking for by how you dress, by how you look, by where you go, all right? So that's the message. I mean, to me as creators, it's unnecessary to verbally ask for anything unless it's human to human, right? But if you're really asking for either attention or something to happen in your life, like, oh, I wish there was, I'd get a job or things like that I want. Well, are you doing interviews? Are you going out searching? That's asking. That's asking. Doing other activities and just saying the words, I would like a job or this kind of a thing, that's not asking. And so there's a lot of false and misinterpretations of what a spiritual life is and what's required to create the life that we want. And one of them is this horrible, horrible concept of asking for things, okay? We can replace that by saying show life things, show yourself things. And the only reason asking for things in private makes any sense is if it needs to be clarified in your own mind, right? To get your energy straight and then go, okay, all right, if I'm asking for this, what do I need to do to show it? What do I need to do in my actions or my image to represent that? Okay, and that's then asking through showing, through being, okay? The purely using your mouth is complete bullshit. It doesn't work, it's not enough, and it only works if you want someone to pass the ketchup. Then 100% use your mouth. Or if you're having sex and you say, oh, go down on me, okay? I want you to suck on me or lick me or anything like that, okay? Okay, fine, say it. Or just, move someone's hand or head down there or whatever you want to do, okay? In that case, with human beings, both things will work, in the bed, right? So otherwise, show, be it, take action. Why do we like superheroes so much? They are action heroes. They don't sit around asking for things. Okay? That is the absolute smallest part of their existence, and it should be the absolute smallest part of our existence. So my advice, pretend the universe is deaf. If the universe was deaf, what would you do to ask for things? What would you do? You would show it. You would present it. So this is, I guess this is essentially a superhero spiritual talk, because what I like doing is dispelling a lot of these spiritual myths or spiritual misinformation or misrepresentations that it's like, okay, people who think they're bypassing regular things to, create this divine scenario by asking the universe for things. You ask the universe for things, your life for things, by being a fucking creator, by creating yourself, by taking action, by using this body that you were given to show what you want through your actions. Be it, believe yourself, believe in your actions, and that's how you ask for things. Take care, everybody.